Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fridays with Father. Father Gary here. It is so nice to be able to say those words. Father Gary here. Thank you for all your prayers during that extended time that we had in Italy. As I shared in my bulletin column from last week, I really didn't suffer. It was more inconvenient than anything else, but it was still good to have your prayers, and it's really, really good to be home. As the weeks unfold, I'll share more about the pilgrimage and just some of the wonderful experiences that we had. But one of the experiences that I want to focus on, I also focus on my bulletin column for this Sunday, and so you'll read some about this, is a visit on Sunday afternoon. So the first Sunday that we were there in Italy, we were in Milan, and we took a drive about 30 miles north to a small town in the Diocese of Bergamo, a small town called Sotto il Monte, which means basically at the foot of the mountain. It is the small town where St. John the 23rd, Pope who called the Second Vatican Council, was born and raised. So we wanted to go to that town for that reason, but also to offer some prayer and support for the people of that region. You may realize, you may remember that Bergamo in northern Italy was really the epicenter of the outbreak of the coronavirus in 2020 in all of Europe. They lost thousands of people there. The parish of Sotto il Monte, we were able to meet the pastor, Monsignor Dolcini, and he was wonderful. He shared with us the experiences they had. But one of the real heartbreaking experiences that he shared is in their small parish, they lost 35 people in 3 months to COVID-19. And like us here in the United States, and some of you experienced this with the death of a loved one, they weren't able to celebrate funerals until well after the burial, until it was safe to gather for liturgy. So it was good to both be there in Sotto il Monte and see where John the 23rd was born and raised, but also to offer solidarity with the people of that diocese and of Sotto il Monte as they continue to recover from just the trauma of the tremendous losses they experienced. I have to tell you that the joy that Monsignor Claudio Dolcini had was really infectious and really reflected, I think, the deep faith that he has. He was so touched that we would make the effort to go to do this, to take time out, what he saw as taking time out of our pilgrimage. We certainly saw it as a big part of our pilgrimage, and it was one of the most moving experiences that we had. So read that bulletin column this Sunday. It says a little more about that experience. But I wanted to share that with you in this video, because as we hear from Joe Cotton this weekend around the annual Catholic Appeal, it is also a way that connects us with the wider church. That sometimes, and Pope Francis has cautioned about this, that sometimes we can get so caught up in kind of all the internal working and the needs that we have internally in our parish, that sometimes we can lose sight of the whole reason that the parish exists is to share the gospel, is to be evangelizers, is to share the love of Jesus. And so the annual Catholic Appeal, support of more than 60 ministries in in the Archdiocese is a way to remind us of that universal nature, that Catholic nature of the Church. So I'm really grateful that Joe's going to be with us this weekend to share some of what the diocese does around pastoral care and outreach. Joe's the director of pastoral care and outreach for the Archdiocese of Seattle, and so he'll be able to share with us how our contributions to the appeal really put us in touch with and support that evangelizing effort of sharing the love of Jesus and the good news. Another piece of good news that you'll see in the bulletin this week is a wonderful collaboration between Franciscan Health of Virginia Mason, Peace Health and Providence, and Catholic Community Services and Catholic Housing Services of Western Washington. That collaboration has been put together over the last year or so, and now it's being rolled out as a way to really help those on the margins who are struggling, especially around efforts to stay healthy and to get healthy. And so there are lots of gaps, as you probably know, in our healthcare system where the poor and the marginalized fall through. And this collaboration is designed to help to fill some of those gaps. And again, the Archdiocese is one of the supporters of this collaboration, and so our contributions to the annual appeal also contribute to this wonderful collaboration. So very excited about that. And over the next several weeks, so this week is the first of a number of bulletin articles that you'll see on this Catholic healthcare collaboration. So commend that to your reading as well. So lots of exciting things going on in our church, connecting us to the wider church, the wider world, whether it be in Bergamo or here in the wider Archdiocese of Seattle. So I look forward to unpacking some of that with you over the next few weeks. Really looking forward to Joe Cotton being with us, and very much looking forward to seeing you this weekend at the 9 o'clock Mass. That's live streamed, as you know, also. At the 11:30 Mass, live streamed and in Spanish, and at the 5 p.m. Sunday night Mass. So it is good to be home. It will be good to gather with you again for Eucharist. God bless everyone. Have a great weekend.